Okay, so setting off now from Seaton Car Park at Seaton Carew, known as the Sandy Car Park. I'm going to take you to a place which I visit quite a lot to watch the trains pass the what do you call it, level crossing at Greatham. So what we'll do is we'll go past the Art Deco bus terminus at Seaton Carew, which used to host and hold the public toilets, which were free at one time. People are now up in arms because the car park we come out of has got the toilets built, and you might be able to see as I'm going past the toilets on my right, obviously to where I'm looking now, are the old toilets with a clock tower on Seaton Carew. 20 mile an hour speed limit through Seaton Carew, which is about right really, because on a sunny day you get a lot of people out and about with their families and kids running about and dogs and everything like that, and people coming up to the level crossing, like I'm not too sure what the zebra crossing or whatever it's called there. I always said that Wetherspoons should take a point up here at Seaton Carew. I mean, there's two perfect locations. One is the Seaton Hotel, which is I think it's undermanaged. I've been in there once in last summer of last year. I wasn't really impressed with the company, nor the prices or the choice. You felt like you were being watched. There was only a few people in the pub. It was a Saturday afternoon, you felt like you're being watched a little bit. I do hope that obviously custom improves for them there, and you know, they change a few different bits and pieces. That would be one location for Wetherspoons, which would be the Seaton Hotel, right on the front of the Seaton, cracking building as well, lots of history to it. The other location is the old Kapanak buildings, the old Kapanak Arcade and what have you, owned by the Wilkinson family. I think it's a bit derelict at the moment. I don't know whether the council have bought the land off them or whether they still own the land and what have you, but to build a Wetherspoons on there would be absolutely perfect for Seaton Carew. And for people saying, oh, it would take the trade away from the other pubs and everything like that at Seaton Carew, I don't believe that. I think it would enhance the trade of, you know, alcohol and eats and entertainment, what have you, at Seaton. It would only add to the area, I think. Anyway, Tim, if you're watching, Tim from Wetherspoons, if you're watching, get that plot of land board on the Seaton Hotel board at Seaton Carew and turn it into Wetherspoons. Right en route up Station Lane now, which changes into Seaton Lane, which used to be called Little India at one time. I don't know the history of why it was called Little India at one time, but apparently it was quite rough. Alright, I'll just turn us off now, and I'll turn us on when we're near Greatham. Some bikes on the other side of the road that you're going to see as we approach the 50s at Greatham. Some lovely bikes there, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, turn that off. It's my radio clicking away. Anyway, 50 mile an hour limit as we run into Greatham. There's a new housing estate getting built just outside of Greatham village on the 689 as you're leaving Hartlepool, on the right hand side as you're leaving. And they've got road closures in operation, or road thinning in operation, because they meant to be putting like an access road to the housing estate there. But anyway, we're going to Greatham. I'm sure it used to be called RHM Foods or something like that at Greatham. And a few of my friends, when I was at West Park School and High Tunstall School, their parents used to work here, and as well as doing like food. I think it done sweets as well, like tunnocks and stuff like that, you know, these snowball bits and pieces, which I absolutely love and adore out of here. And this was one time, it was a very, very busy place with about 3 or 4 pubs on the go. I think there's only 2 pubs left now in Greatham, which are on the opposite side of which I'll point the camera at, so you won't be able to see those. Anyway, 20 mile an hour speed limit as we come into Greatham. I'm going to abide by that because you should, really. The whole area of Greatham is actually owned by the church. I think it's a Church of England or something like that. So when you're planning something and you apply for planning permission, I think they have a say so in it, the church. It's a strange thing to have, I know, but they do anyway. Greatham village, and shortly going to see here this what used to be a pub here. It's now a house just past it there on the right hand side. It was I'm sure that was the Smith's Arms or something like that. I don't know, probably was, but this one, passing the Bull and Dog on my left now, the Hobananga So really we would have passed about 3 pubs, probably 4 already. There's only 2 remained open. The hospital of God at Greatham, we pass on the right hand side now. This is they do like care for people, old people, pensioners, that sort of thing. That's where they do that. The existing church there. I had some friends when I was younger that used to live here. I've still got a lot of friends that live here. In fact, one of our broadcasters on Radio Hartlepool, actually, Danny, he actually lives in this village as well, and he loves it. He says won't move. In fact, another person lives in the village from that, Tara, from Radio Hartlepool as well, and she's a teaching assistant at the school, the little one school there, primary school. Anyway, still on the 20-mile-an-hour limit, so watch me speed and everything like that. Passing the sports ground on the left, the new builds on the right here. Liver Gardens. Out of the village now, heading down towards the old RHM factory, which is all gone now. We're going to get out and have a walk around it. Passing the level crossing here, and I often come here either on my motorbike or in the car on a night, you know, when we're out for a drive and things like that, because it's a very pleasant place. And normally see some trains going past, and you know, some engines and trains and cargo trains and all sorts come past here. So passing the level crossing at Greatham, and on the left there, which you can't see out of shot, I'll show you in a bit, is the train platform, which used to be very, very busy. You can imagine these factories over the right there, which way you can say this would have been all factories here. We're actually coming in on the route that the trucks would have actually taken here, coming in, you know. But now it's all different. It is indeed. Anyway, hey up, what are the bobbies up to? They're down here having a look around at bits and pieces. So there we go. We might actually get a chat to them as well. How good would that be? Absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it, really? I think so. But anyway, what we're going to do is just park the car up here, have a little bit of a stop. So just at the backside of Greatham now, having a good look around. As you can see, the bobbies are here for the bits and pieces of fly tipping that we got all around the place.
All right, how you doing?
You all right? How are you?
Not bad, how are you?
How's everything going? I see you're checking out the fly tipping and everything.
Yeah, we're
like that down
trying to
there.
get down and catching them, but it's just hard to get them in the thingy.
It is.
Obviously, just have you seen anything like?
No, I'm always down here, always down looking around and everything like that, but mainly dog walkers. Right. I mean, it's just accumulated over the last 3 weeks, I think.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So there we go, over Greatham now, having a look at the old RHM factory and seeing what it's all about. All this knocked down. Thousands of people used to work in. There's a train going past in the background. Don't know whether you can see that. Absolutely fantastic. And the CNC Police actually leaving us there to go about the business, checked us out and everything. How good was that? Anyway, let's have a look down here, far end of this area. Greatham, the old RHM factory. And you can see all the industry over there. That's called the Seal Sands area over there, bottom of Greatham. Greatham Beck, I think it comes in. And actually at Greatham Beck, believe it or not, in front of where the camera's pointing now, during World War II, they actually had a belief that the Germans, themselves the Germans, were coming to obviously invade up the channel to break their way a couple of miles inland. It's a bit windy now. I don't know whether you can hear that on my mic, but the wind's getting up a little bit. I've got me sound muffler on, so hopefully that helps a little bit. And yeah, I've never been over this way. Here we go, a little bit windy today. My wig's blowing all over the place, as you can see. I'm heading over towards, and you can see everything in the background, no doubt, as where we've come from, where we parked the car down that way. And I'll take you to this strange building, an existing building which has been left up for some reason as we walk across, where all these used to be factory floors and have machines which were making food and ovens and things like that around the place. So if I just flip the camera around to where we're going now. All right, we're going over that area, as you can see. We're going to check out, see what that building is very, very interesting. I wonder if it was some sort of power supplied to the factories that were here. And this looks like a road that we're actually walking on, some sort of access road. Anyway, because a bit of a curb edge there. And maybe, yeah, this is the road. And the factories to the left-hand side, the units to the left-hand side, and what have you. And it's all only been knocked down recently, this particular area. Anyway, let's go and have a nose and see what this is. Up here might be something interesting. You know, could be listed, that's why they haven't knocked it down, haven't taken it down, or could be still in some use or something. I don't know.